In a quiet valley, a small family lived peacefully, far from the chaos of cities. The wife, heavily pregnant, felt sudden, intense contractions unlike anything she had experienced before. The air vibrated with an unusual energy, as if the world itself were anticipating a monumental event. When the child was born, the impossible happened. Instead of crying, he opened his eyes wide, a faint glowing aura shimmering around him. With a calm yet powerful voice, he said, "My name is Anos." The words hung in the air, charged with a mysterious power. It was not just a name, it was a declaration, a signal that a being destined to surpass all limits had arrived. Within a month, Anos grew at an extraordinary rate. Fully formed and exuding magical energy capable of shaking the mountains. Even his smallest movements caused the earth to tremble and the wind to bend around him. The day of the magical school entrance exam arrived. This was no ordinary test. It was designed to determine who was worthy of becoming the future Demon King. As Anos approached the gates, he encountered a girl named Misha. A letter slipped from her hands, and he picked it up, reading her name. "Take care of your belongings next time," he said calmly. That brief encounter sparked a friendship that would shape their destinies. Upon entering the school, a boy immediately noticed them. Sneering, he mocked their origins, relying on his noble lineage. Fueled by arrogance, he conjured fire in his hands, hurling it toward Anos and Misha. With a single effortless breath, Anos extinguished the flames. The boy's eyes widened in disbelief, but he did not relent. He summoned all his magical power into a ferocious strike, swinging a sword infused with elemental energy. Anos raised one hand, and the attack dissipated as if it had never existed. His calm, commanding voice cut through the tension. "Stop shouting!" The boy staggered, humiliated, while surrounding students gasped. Unable to comprehend the scale of Anos' power, the entrance exams progressed to battle trials. Anos faced multiple opponents, each unleashing complex spells and combat strategies. Fireballs, lightning strikes, and magical constructs collided around him. Yet, he moved with unmatched precision, countering every attack. A fireball that could have obliterated a building was absorbed into his hand and redirected, shattering the crystal barriers set by the examiners. The final duel of the day was against the same boy who had mocked him. Wearing magical armor and wielding an enchanted sword, he attacked relentlessly, believing he could humiliate Anos. Sparks of magic collided violently, sending shockwaves that shattered the arena's walls. Anos' attacks were precise, powerful, and calculated. Each blow carried magical and demonic energy, breaking armor and shattering his opponent's will. The boy screamed in frustration as every strike was neutralized. "You are like an ant facing an elephant," Anos said calmly, extinguishing another fire spell midair. "You cannot compete with me. You are the loser." The boy's final strike was obliterated by Anos' blood magic, a wave of energy erupting from his core, smashing the opponent into the ground. Silence fell over the arena. Spectators could hardly believe it. Anos had defeated a skilled, noble-born student without even revealing his true power. After the battle, Anos earned the highest score and passed the test effortlessly. Misha, excelling in her trials, joined him. Together, they walked through the school, whispers of the Reborn Demon King spreading rapidly. That evening, Anos took Misha to his home. His mother, proud and joyful, welcomed her warmly, marveling at how quickly her son had grown and accomplished feats no ordinary student could achieve. Yet danger was never far. On the way to Misha's house, a spatial magic field enveloped them, pulling them into a magical arena. The older brother of the boy Anos had defeated appeared, burning with rage and intent on revenge. Without hesitation, Anos confronted him. The man's spells and enchanted weapons were no match. Anos' demonic aura flared, his movements precise and lethal. In moments, the brother was incapacitated, transformed into a zombie under Anos' control. Bystanders were left in shock. Anos had not even revealed 1% of his true strength. Calm, confident, and aware of his destiny, he was ready to reclaim his title as the Demon King. The next day, the academy was alive with energy. Students whispered about the boy and girl who had dominated the entrance exams, Anos and Misha. The first challenge was the magical circle trial. Each student had to reproduce intricate patterns perfectly. Even slight errors could lead to disqualification. Skeptical teachers assumed Anos, a child of common origin, could never succeed. Stepping forward, Anos' eyes glowed faintly as he traced the complex circles in the air. The runes responded instantly, shimmering and solidifying with flawless precision. He even enhanced the circle's magical durability, leaving the room in awe. Nearby, Misha excelled as well, her elemental control fluid and precise. Fire, water, and air swirled around her hands as she completed her trial. Anos nodded in silent approval, encouraging her instincts. The next trial was combat-focused. The boy who had mocked Anos earlier stepped forward, armed with magical armor and a sword. Lightning crackled along the blade, fire erupted, and magical constructs lunged, but Anos moved with unnatural speed. Fire was extinguished, lightning absorbed, constructs shattered. "You cannot hope to match me," Anos said, a crimson aura erupting around him. Energy surged outward, pushing back the boy's offensive spells. The boy's desperate strike, infused with elemental magic, was absorbed using blood magic and redirected harmlessly. He fell to his knees, defeated and humiliated. Anos then faced successive duels against skilled students. Magic missiles, elemental waves, illusions, and martial spells were all neutralized. A colossal golem of stone and fire was shattered before taking a step. Teleportation flanks were predicted and countered. Misha supported him tactically, amplifying attacks and defending their base. Together, they dismantled opponents effortlessly. The team arena battle followed. Opposing teams built magical fortresses with guardians, fire dragons, and enchanted statues. Anos tore through barriers as if they were paper. Fire dragons were extinguished mid-air, statues crumbled, and the battlefield became a display of his overwhelming power. Sasha Necron, a fierce student, confronted Anos, insulting Misha. She activated her demonic eye, flooding the battlefield with blinding energy. Anos met her gaze with his own demonic power, their energies colliding in lightning, fire, and shockwaves. Rapid spells and elemental traps failed against his precision. "You overestimate your strength," he said, extinguishing a firestorm before it reached Misha. "You cannot win against someone like me." Even the teachers could not deny it. Whispers spread. "The Reborn Demon King walks among us." By the day's end, Anos stood amidst the ruins of the battlefield, Misha at his side. Allies inspired, enemies humbled. They knew this was only the beginning. Every duel and spell had prepared him for the ultimate test. The legend of Anos, the boy who named himself the Reborn Demon King, had truly begun.